The latch was froze. I couldn't come in.
Oh no, you had to walk around?
No, I didn't. I hollered loud, and Mark Eshleman was sitting right inside the door.
you probably had him worried there for a minute. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Yep, Daddy, I don't know if I have enough mercy to mess around with these wimpy Christians.
Some of them are that way.
I'm sort of, have you heard about Nehemiah? It says in Nehemiah he spit on some and he pulled out some of their hair.
No, I didn't know it, but I heard on TV, in other words, since the man killed the doctor in Florida that performed abortions because God told him to do it. And because this poor David's all messed up in Texas, people are beginning to feel like religion is not the answer.
Yeah, well, they felt that a long way. It's just another trick of the devil. Blessed be the name. Whew, something smells good. What you fixing in there?
And,
hey, what you eating there? The Cookie Monster.
Scenery like that, a lot of the wind blew a lot of the snow off the trees already. There's not near as much on the trees now as what there was. But it is. Boy, look at that clear sky this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably not a thing up there.
Yeah, when Linda went out last night, she said, I can see the stars. Maybe that's all we're going to get.
These little ones, they get tame. It's amazing. I don't know. Look at them.
What kind of bird is that? Sparrow?
No, they're not sparrows.
Red?
No, it's not a Carolina Red, I don't think.
They're coming in here.
A thrasher, maybe?
Now that's a different one down there.
Yeah.
No, he has those same kind of stripes.
There's that snow that...
But it's so interesting because the snow has blocked their getting anything off the ground. So
they'll be coming in here by the droves, huh?
These migrate. These aren't here. They're only here towards spring. They're
so they're headed somewhere else.
Yeah, in the early part of the winter you don't see any of them. Look how tame they
they're
are.
They're cute little birds.
They're probably thinking, man, we came too far
now
north.
there's a different. I think that's
maybe that's a male or female. It's colors on the back
I think
of the same, but the head is red.
Thelma knows.
Sure, she'd know what they were.
Yeah.
Pretty as a picture.
I ought to get to know them a little better than I do, but
well, there's Clyde and Cleroy and Elmer.
But they're in a world of their own.
That one with the red just pecked that one and said, hey, get over, buddy.
Yeah,
that must be the male.
It's amazing how fast they... But if that blue jay comes down there,
they're all gone. He scatters.
They are gone because... And then the doves, in fact, see there's one sitting...
I noticed the dove coming earlier.
Yeah. Sometimes we have, a couple weeks ago, we had...
the cat.
The cat thought he had him one.
He has one.
I think he thought he did.
He didn't.
He may.
Hey, sure, he probably easy picking, huh?
Yeah. That cat sort of is not very friendly, and
he goes about his business.
But that cat that we had, that gray one, I really there for 6 or 8 months or a year, I had made good friends with him. Every time I'd go outside, that has to be pulled on down
to get it going up, huh?
It needs to be wound height, I guess.
That's fine.
Yeah, I think what it needs to be done is pulled down.
Yeah.
And then taken off. And boy, that is but that's going to change by 11, 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
I need to take a shower, so before anybody gets drawing much water, why, I think I'm going to get in the shower.
Be still my soul, the Lord is on your side. Da, 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 da. Be still my soul. Da, 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 da. Be still my soul. Da, Hey, you feel that cold breeze? Yeah, I didn't want to freeze out there.
You open that door if you're going to take a picture out through there, and that way you won't get the...
You'll get a breeze in here. Mine will be...
That garden is getting warm out there.
Good. You can leave that door open. That'll get those plants to perk up. I wanted to get a picture of the snow on the back of my tire there. Ooh, that floor is wet.
Yeah, the water comes in under that brick.
Yep, I think those new tires made a major difference on our trip up here.
Oh, I'm sure that...
I tell you what, at this rate right here, there won't be anything on here in another couple hours or so.
Well, in fact, it won't be that long.
One thing I was thinking, it'd be a good time to clean those windows off. You had one of those squeegees that they have at the gas station.
I think there's one around, but didn't Libby clean your windows not too long ago?
Some of them.
Heavenly Son. Da, 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 da.
In other words, I thought when I first came out here, I thought maybe he was... Very little of this kind of weather since this winter. Yeah. What's happening?
I was going to write glory.
Oh.
You must have the keys in there.
How's that?
You must have the keys in there.
Yeah, there's nobody in here, and I figured what's use of picking around.
I know one thing. I'm going to put my sunglasses on. Be kind of curious to see the water down there, how much water's coming down the stream. The 14th of March, 1993.
We've had a couple times a little bit of ice in that pond. That's the first time this winter we've had it like that.
I wonder how solid that is. Ooh, that's pretty.
It is pretty hard, isn't it?
I tell you what, that's.
You almost walk on
You could.
it. Look, that moves the whole thing.
No, it's really.
I turned these pump on, but it didn't. Apparently the pipes.
Pipes froze. Hopefully it won't bust, huh?
Yeah, it's plastic. That plastic expands. And
What's that high-pitched noise I hear?
I don't know what that noise.
Let me see if Renee was wanting to go with us. Now I'm going to put the other battery on here and get my stocking hat. Renee, are you going with us?
Yeah.
Well, get on gear, buddy. Renee will be here in a few minutes.
I don't know where that noise is up on that railroad track or where it is.
Some kind of howling, huh?
This I'll put mine.
You want to get your stocking hat? I don't think you can be too comfy. You find your blue stocking hat, or you want to wear those? Ooh, that breeze is cool. We've tried not to guide you into the ditch. You got my curiosity up. Well, where are we headed? You want to go down here and see if these people want to go for a walk with us? You want to go down here and see if these guys want to go for a walk? We should have called them.
You want to walk out the lane?
The only problem is by the time they get ready and everything.
Whichever, you know, I thought Steve might be all halfway ready to be willing to walk with us. Why don't we go over here and knock on the door and say good morning at least? Good morning. I just hollered in the door. Good morning.
Oh.
He may not be in because Duke didn't come up hollering at me.
Yeah, they may be out.
Did he go down there playing tennis?
Might be down there playing pool. Right now.
Boy, scraping it did a good job, didn't it?
Yeah, that's rubber and that's...
Yeah, that wind drives the pavement out
Well, you
pretty
couldn't
good.
really get in and out the driveway if you didn't...
No,
Well, I don't know. I didn't have any trouble. Of course, the driveway could have been the...
You have gravel into that
But
driveway.
it still wasn't near as cold as it got overnight. The problem with this stuff was that it had melted slightly, and then when that temperature dropped, then there was moisture there to freeze.
Well, I bet you about 3 o'clock today, this old little creek down here will be gushing.
Oh, this,
And then it'll start to freeze up
it's not supposed to get very...
again. 40 today.
But Dad thought 28, he heard.
I don't think I've seen it like that since we moved here. This is very definitely rare.
It's like Christmas. Renee, you sound funny.
Huh?
Your snowsuit. Swish, swish, swish sound.
Heavy rain all night. Some of that stuff's already running in now.
Oh yeah. See it seeping down through there?
where it came from. Where else? Over there.
There's Renee Eshleman. Isn't it something? The pretty blue sky in the background there.
That is there.
This is a bit slippy right there.
I need to super glue my boots. They're cracking across the top.
Put
I needed a pair of heavy stocks like I used to have. Back home on the farm, we always had a lot of heavy wool socks.
the new old cow. Standing and looking.
But they will not, if you come stand here at the fence, they'll come about 4 feet, 5 feet, but they won't come up to you.
Well, you need to start bringing them some food. A little handful of...
Brent is really, this living here like this is really good for Brent. Because he teaches him to do things. Steve just dumped them there, and then he had Brent level them and put cement up on them. Woo! Woo! What do you think of this, Blackie?
It ruins my camouflage.
Woo! Woo!
Just pick that cow.
He's grown, hasn't he? Look at the hoofs on that boy. Like a mean.
So when I ran behind Steve trying to get away from him.
I knew there'd be trees go down because up north they have a lot more of this, and somehow the trees gradually build up more
An
roots.
endurance. Well, they get acclimated to it early.
Yeah, they sort of accommodate it, but
Now
down
be
here,
careful through here with that shade across there.
thank goodness there wasn't any of them on the. Boy, that's slippy.
That kid turned nasty.
Slip and fall on that very easy. Boy, over in there's yeah, that's